In reality, the 1701 actually is only being partly implemented. The part of keeping Israel safe is being implemented, but the part about how Lebanon, South Lebanon is safe, that is not being implemented, which is big. A part of the 1701 resolution calls for the deployment of additional peacekeeping forces in South Lebanon to ensure peace between Lebanon and Israel. But the second part, an integral part that a lot of people forget, the 1701 resolution calls for the implementation, full implementation of a prior resolution, which is even more important than 1701, which is 1559. The 1559 resolution calls for the disarmament of all non-state groups in Lebanon and the respect of Lebanon's sovereignty and the withdrawal of all foreign forces from the country. So with the absence of that, the implementation of 1559, 1701 can never be fully implemented. And it's sad, but the truth, the reality of the matter is thousands of UN peacekeeping forces in Lebanon are the last remaining tourists and guests in our country. So many businesses, so many Lebanese in South Lebanon, benefit and do business on a daily basis with these peacekeeping forces.
If facts are selected, and if the UN is going to do certain things, which you also said, with reference to Israeli security, and not do the rest, then how can you ask people to disarm?
There is a chance that other Security Council members would veto any American demand to modify the UN Security Council Resolution 1701. So the UN itself is an image, is a parallel image of what is actually going on between Lebanon and Israel and the UN resolutions. The Lebanese say the Israelis are not respecting the UN resolutions. The Israelis say that the Lebanese are not respecting it. But the Israelis are currently happy with the situation. They have made sure that the Lebanese armed forces are deployed in South Lebanon. You have thousands of peacekeepers by the Israeli border. So in a way, they have assurances. But this itself pushed Hezbollah further into Lebanon, further into the core of the Lebanese politics. And since this resolution was passed, Hezbollah took a more active role in Lebanese politics. So
is that a good thing or thing?
Of course, in a way, it's a good thing. At the end of the day, Hezbollah is a Lebanese political party, whether it's considered a terrorist group abroad or it's a militant group in Lebanon. At the end of the day, it's a political party, and it has to get integrated within the Lebanese political system. At some point, there are other countries in the world where armed groups were integrated, and through a national pact, they moved on. What this national pact could mean for Lebanon, it's to be seen. We don't know yet. But the situation remains critical today because the Israelis are making sure that everywhere else Hezbollah is put to check. But in Lebanon, Hezbollah's increasing role, Hezbollah's bigger role every year, and Iran's influence in the country is leaving Lebanon the only place where a very devastating war could start at any moment. So many reports have been written this year about it, and there are real concerns that a war could be started on behalf of Iran if Iran is further isolated in the world.